Hopefully no issues. Everything is working correctly. Let's make sure. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Good morning to you guys. It is Wednesday. My God, halfway through the week, it's hump day. Hope your day is getting started off on the right track, and hopefully I can help add to that. I got a little bit of a headache this morning, folks. I'm going to try to make the very most of this. And, man, thank you guys for taking the time to rock with me. It was a busy day yesterday. It's going to be just as busy of a day today. It was my hope to have a Felon Flippers video ready today. However, while rushing around, I forgot to bring batteries for the camera. So I only got a little bit of the footage. And I'm going to go finish that up today. And that's probably going to be what we got going on for today. I wanted to be able to film something here prior to leaving. That's what I did yesterday. We did the Bobo yesterday. I filmed the video. I lied to you. Oh, God, what a title that was. There was a lot of dislikes on that video. And that was to be expected. A lot of people had a lot of opinions. I saw some people posting some things in the Facebook fan page, kind of taking up for me, and I appreciate that. I think a lot of the dislikes came more from the fact that, what the lie actually was. I think when people see that title, they want crazy. They want what they think it is about this person, that person, this situation or that. And then when it's something like what I shared yesterday, which was a big deal to me, I think that's where a lot of the dislikes came from. And also the fact that it was a long video. It didn't feel that long when I was filming it. I was really just kind of addressing the situation the best that I could. But shout out to everybody up in here. Jeremy, shout out to you for that subscribe right there. Cassidy, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for the generous gift of 5. Thank you very much. And to everybody up in here, man, good morning to you guys. We're going to make this a good Bobo. Jersey said, I think people never seen the first video. That's probably a good point right there. I saw your message yesterday, Jersey. I've gotten a lot of messages lately, and forgive me for not getting a chance to really get with those. Like I said, we've been busy as hell for the last 2 days, and today is going to be just as busy of a day. Rabbit ended up helping me yesterday doing some painting work, and Rabbit's kind of going through it right now. I'm really worried about him. I mean, I fuck with Rabbit, and I don't think like it's anything bad, but it is something, it's kind of bad. Rabbit's an older guy. He's having a lot of problems with his hands. When I went and picked him up yesterday, his hands were pretty swollen. And he's telling me that the job that he has is getting harder for him to do. He's on a jackhammer and a shovel for most of the day. So he wants to find something else. And I'm like, I get it, health concerns and all of that stuff. So I brought him with me yesterday to help me paint. And, he was doing the best that he could with his hands hurting as bad as they were. So there's that. Rabbit's going to be working with me again today, helping me get some lights hung up at the house. And we're really getting close to finishing this thing, folks. I don't even want to say like it's going to be done this week. We've talked about that, me and my contractor. It sounds good, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think best case scenario, we will finish this motherfucker next week. There's still a good amount of stuff that needs to get done, but on a daily basis, a lot of shit is getting done. The day before yesterday, I started painting. I started painting the ceiling, and then yesterday we went in there and started painting those walls. And this thing is really starting to look like a house. We got the new vanity in the bathroom. We haven't even taken it out of the box yet. We've learned our lesson from that. There was some patchwork that needed to get done, but we are ready to put up a couple of lights. So that's going to really help make this thing look like a house. Also, we lost a piece of equipment that's pretty important to what we do. It's a light. I know it sounds kind of silly. I took some of our filming lights with us yesterday to help us see the walls. When you're painting, I'm no professional painter. You got to have lights on the wall, right? You got to have those damn lights because if you don't got no lights, you aren't going to see the spots. So what's crazy is I go to Lowe's yesterday. I buy all of this stuff that is going to help us, and it did. Some expensive paint brushes. And I'm researching like the best paint brushes for rough surfaces. So, I get the brushes that I need. These were like $16 a piece brushes. I know there's way more expensive brushes than that, but they were expensive nonetheless. I get some rough surface rollers, and I'm like, man, we got it now. We got it. Because the day before that, when I was painting the ceiling, I didn't have the right rollers. And we go in there, we're painting. I'm trying to cut in these damn corners with the ceiling. That takes forever. But yesterday, we got almost the entire kitchen and living room area painted, almost half of the house. It was back-breaking. I'm sitting here with this roller and trying to paint these damn walls, and it looks like it's going on really good. And then you come back a couple minutes later, and you can see all these spots. So we got to get a second coat on there. My game plan today is to do the second coat in the kitchen area because the kitchen is ready to go in. So once I get this second coat on there, we're going to put those cabinets up. I got to go get the countertops. The kitchen is going in. Rabbit's going to be installing some lights, and then I'm going to start working my way around the rest of the house filming. So that's what we got going on right there. Very happy to know that we are getting pretty close to completion with this thing. I got a chance to talk with my realtor a little bit yesterday. They really want to come see this place and see what we can do. I follow my realtor on Facebook, and I see these posts that they're making. And I mean, these people are shit hot. They're selling shit left and right. They're rocking and rolling with it. So I saw this picture they posted of an open house. And there were like 5 people waiting to come see this house. Now, granted, this was a nice house. But they were like, yo, sell, sell, sell. It is the time to sell. So hopefully when we get our house up on the market, it will sell. Denner says sometimes you have to let it dry completely. Yeah, well, we got some pretty rough surfaces up in there with that splatter effect. But I'll tell you this, it is looking really, really good. I'm gonna share with you guys a picture. You guys will see it here first on the Bobo, what the house is actually looking like after all of this back-breaking work that we did in there. This is just one picture. Let me email this to myself so I can show it to you. I also got an interesting email from the auction company yesterday. Pretty motivating email. I'll share that with you guys in a minute too. Come on, load on up. All right, here we go. God bless it. Send. Good deal. Let me show you guys what the house is looking like. This is just one part of the house, but it'll give you an idea how this thing is really starting to turn out or really come together. Make sure I don't got no leaking information on here because never know what's up in the house. All right, bear with me, folks. Now, bear with me. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. My hope is that by the time it's done, it will be perfect. Shout out to everybody up in here. It's going to be a good Bobo, folks. All right. Sam, thank you for not being mad at me about yesterday's video. Cassidy says, did you finally get the title recorded? The title's on its way to get recorded. That's all the information that I have about that right now. All right, folks, I'm about to show you what we're looking like. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to see what the paint is looking like in the house? If there's any professional painters up in here, I'm not being sarcastic when I say this. Let me know what you think. Here we go. Brace yourselves. Bung. All right, folks, I know that this doesn't look all that impressive, but look at that two-tone right there. Folks, we've got the silver drop paint. Now, the silver drop paint is not the same color as this, but it's the same color that's in my house. I've had to cut these corners in by hand, and I will be the first to tell you there are some spots I need to go back and correct. Rabbit was working down here by the baseboard and the trim, and let's go ahead and zoom in on that. It is a shit show down here. We definitely need to correct this a little bit more. And, you know, nothing against Rabbit. His hands are fucking swollen to the size of baseballs. But yet he's still up in there trying to help me paint. Now let's go ahead and look at Joe's cut-in edges. I know you can't see that very well, but there's a couple of spots. There's definitely a couple of spots I need to go back and touch up. But it looks pretty good. You know, it looks pretty freaking good. And when I'm hitting these spots, like these corners up here, I got to like really go slow. Really go slow. It's taking me like 10 swipes with the paintbrush just to get like this much. We should have sprayed this place. But it is what it is. We are getting it knocked out. Now, of course, this looks crazy. We're going to have those notched out, and it's going to look good. The baseboards really do look good in this place. We're trying to not go with quarter round. There's a couple of spots like right here in this area where, you know, quarter round probably should be used. But I'm not really, I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, man, I'm super impressed with this. We're going to get this ceiling fan hung today. I got to get another return because I lost 2 returns, I think, or 1 return. So there's going to be a ceiling fan in here. In the middle, there's going to be a really fancy light. And in the back, in the kitchen area, there's just going to be a, just a regular basic light. Ain't it crazy to think about how this place looked originally? Like these fucking piss-stained yellow walls, nicotine all over the place. I think it's starting to come together really well. And I'll say this. We've only got one guy working on the house. I said from the beginning of time, I did not want just one guy working on the house. You know, get a crew of people over there. You know, get this shit fucking done. Yeah, we don't have the lights for the bar just yet, Noisetta. I got to get those still. There's a couple of things I still got to get. I got to get door handles. I got to get countertops. And I don't know what else. Figure out what we're doing with the ramp in the front. So it is what it is. It's going to be really impressive by the time it's done. And I'm happy. I'm happy that this thing is really starting to come together. There are some concerns still. We haven't even gotten to the attic yet. We got to do insulation in the attic. There's a part of a wall that needs to be addressed up in the attic. The attic needs to be cleaned up still. So we'll see. By next week, we're going to be done, though. By next week, we will be done. So that's what it is. Panic says, just think about how much you will know now for the next one. You know, that's a really good point that you bring up there. There's a lot. And I want to share with you guys something real quick. So I got this email. Never again, shout out to you for the gift subbing right there. Crazy D, thank you, man. It's looking really, really good. It's hard to film over there too, folks, because the camera's like that's me taking pictures with my phone. So when I'm showing you with the camera don't know what to focus on. It's kind of a crazy things. Brandon says, did you tape off all of your edges on the baseboard? We didn't tape nothing because you can't. You've got texture on the walls, so taping, it's going to defeat the purpose. We've got these cut-in brushes, you know, these corner brushes or whatever you call them. And I'm just taking my time, going slow, and that's what we're doing. I bought tape, though. Crazy damn thing about it is we haven't even used it. So I get an email from the auction company yesterday. It says, hey, check out this recent flip in the city where I've got our house at. Big Mama VA, yeah, we're probably going to leave the ramp. It is fucking convenient, I'll be honest. There was a house. I know I saw this house. I'll share with you guys. I want to read you the email because it's pretty interesting, right? So, where was it? Auction. Recently flipped, Portsmouth, Virginia. See the profit potential in your market now. Okay, show me something. So what this email says, it says days to flip. This house that, you know, they're showing me right here took 122 days to flip. 122 days. So 180 days is what? 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. 180 days, 6 months. So 30, 60, 90, 120. So in 4 months. Prosthetic, here we go. No taping. Technical, thank you very much. You can't tape it, man. The tape is going to defeat the purpose. Like I said, there ain't no real corners to be taping to because you've got that texture. This house that they showed me on this email took 122 days to flip. The winning bid for this house was $111,000. Folks, if you're flipping houses and you're able to get a house that's over $100,000, and I know this ain't going to be in every case, but I truly feel like in most cases, you're going to do pretty good. They bought this house for $111,000. They sold this house for $199,000. They said the gross profit was $88,000, but that's not taking into account what they put into it. They probably put $40,000. You know, $40,000 I feel like is the nuts in a house. I feel like that's the nuts. Crazy to think that we've put about $50,000 into our house. A little bit on the high side. Lloyd, special shout out to you. Show me more. I want to see what they're talking about. I didn't click on this. Oh, now they're showing me houses on the website. We could look at some houses. Is it too soon to do that? All right. So anyways, wanted to share that with you guys. Folks, yesterday's video, boy, I knew that was going to do numbers. We lost a lot of subscribers from that, but it is what it is. It was something that I wanted to share. I already knew it was going to be a crazy freaking response to it. I was surprised to see that most of the comments, at least most of the comments that I saw, weren't too bad. I know there was plenty of bad ones, but I wasn't really trying to hunt for those. Mel says, how's Rainey doing? Rainey's back to work today. She's doing better. And pretty soon we're going to be trying for the family thing again. So there we go. Crazy. But yeah, like what a wild video to be doing. And I hate doing shit like that, you know. It also makes me think, like, what if every day was just drama? I mean, if that's what really sells, fuck it. Every day should be drama. Oh, my God, we've got to have a talk. I haven't dookied in 2 weeks. I feel like I'm pregnant. I'm kidding. Just a stupid idea. But regardless, I'm just glad we did the damn video. A lot of people say that, you know, I'm always putting people on blast. But yet, when it's something about myself, you know, I don't talk about that. And they're right about that. They're right. I guess when they saw that title, I lied to you. Maybe they thought, you know, I was going to say that I've been doing drugs. When it ever gets too bad, we can fake that one. Folks, I'm going to come on the camera with the baby powder on my lips, looking like Pookie from New Jack City, or potentially, I'm not going to send any shots right now. But anyways, yeah, that would do good. Patriots Nation, Gronkowski is going to Tampa Bay. Crazy fucking shit. Don't be mad at me when I'm rocking that Tampa Bay jersey this season. Crazy. Tom Brady got kicked out of a park. I don't even understand how that happens. Aren't they getting ready to open up the whole country again? They're like, fuck this corona shit. So anyways, speaking of corona, I want to share a story with you guys that I just ran across this morning. Very interesting story. You know, we did a video a while back talking about what a pandemic in prison would be like, and talked about, you know, rioting and how prisoners were going to be hearing about other shit taking place in other prisons. Well, this is taking that to an absolute extreme. I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but I want to share this with you guys right now. I want to introduce you to oh, here's his name. I want to introduce you to Richard R. Cephas. Now, folks, you may not know this man, but here's a picture of him right here. If you haven't seen this story, here's Richard right here. A convicted drug trafficker who was serving 5 years in federal prison. He was at Butner. I don't know what level he was at. He must have been at a low. This dude escaped from federal prison in North Carolina because he feared he would catch the coronavirus behind bars, and he's now surrendered after 18 days on the run. I just watched a video. I just watched the video of this dude doing an interview and talking about this whole situation, like why he escaped, how he was talking to the unit manager, how they didn't have enough soap, how he was getting emails from his wife saying, hey, look, in this state they're doing this, in this state they've got this many cases. And what Cephas would end up saying was that there was a worker at Unicor. Unicor is the best federal type of work that you can get, factory work, something along those lines. He said all of a sudden this guy came back from Unicor one day and told him about another prisoner who worked in Unicor, and I guess he was in the same housing unit with them. And he had that ninja. He had that coronavirus, that Ducati. But the crazy thing is like, how did he know? And if the dude did have the coronavirus, why was he still in the housing unit with them? I don't know. I don't know if Cephas is lying. I don't know if it's, there's some truth to it. Maybe there is some truth to it. I'm not going to say he's lying. I don't know, He said he heard there was a dude in the housing unit who had the coronavirus. He said he just couldn't take it anymore. And he said, fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm out. And he escaped. He was on the run for 18 days. And the crazy thing about this is, do you think that the federal system, the federales, do you think they give a fuck about your reason for escaping? You had a 5-year drug sentence. You came off. 5 years or less in the feds, you are blessed in the feds. That's a bar. 5 years or less in the feds, you're blessed in the feds. Or you're Tekashi 6ix9ine getting some rest in the feds. Because you ain't about to do that time. You gave the rest to the feds. Ooh, boy. For real, I'm just going to start rapping. So anyways, dude escaped. He said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here. And then he turned himself in. So there's some things that I don't know about this story. He was at Butner, and I know Butner has multiple levels to that complex. I'm guessing he was at a low. I want to believe he was at somewhere that didn't have any fences, that made it easy for him to escape. And it brings to question that whole escape charge. If you walk off, like off of a work detail, that's not an escape charge. At least that's the urban legend in prison, right? Hey, man, if you out there working on a road crew and you just walk away, they can't give you an escape charge. They give you a walking off the job charge or some crazy shit. It doesn't carry as much time as an escape charge. However, in Richard's case, I'm sure that line he crossed was real, and that escape he did was illegal. So yeah, do you think that he's going to get any kind of compassion for one of two things? Whether, his reason was, hey, look, I don't want to catch this coronavirus. And one thing that he says in the interview, the interview is 15 minutes long. I don't want to play the whole thing, but I'll share this with you guys. One thing that he says is he was like, look, I don't want to die in prison. I didn't sign up for this. So I couldn't agree with that right there, right? You didn't sign up for this. Well, whatever led to you getting arrested and, getting the 5 years in the federal system, you didn't have to sign up for nothing. They was going to give you that. You ain't got no rights. Like, they don't, that's one thing that they'll tell you when you're locked up. You ain't got no rights. You are property of the state or the federal, you're property of the government. You know what I mean? So you think they're going to have any kind of compassion for him for the fact that he didn't want to die in prison? So it says he was serving more than a 5-year sentence after being convicted in Delaware of participating in a drug ring. Notice he's in North Carolina. I just talked about that on that comment video. They'll transfer you anywhere. Prosecutors say he was about 2 years from release when he escaped. Oh, boy, you just ran that joint up to a lucky number 7. As of Monday, Butner had more than 30 inmates with the COVID at 3 facilities and 5 inmate deaths. Shit. Now, that's an interesting point to this. What's worse? Would you rather die in prison or risk that extra 5 years? It's crazy because no matter what, he should have stayed on the damn run. If you was that concerned about it, fuck that shit. Catch me when you can like the gingerbread man. A criminal complaint filed on the escape charge said Cephas messaged someone and believed to be a relative living in Delaware on March 30th that it shouldn't be much longer, adding, keep this info to yourself. If this dumbass sent this on that JPay email system, well, he's just that, a dumbass. He says, I just want to save my life, that's all, Cephas said during the recorded phone call, according to the complaint. Prosecutors say an inmate count early found him missing on April the 2nd. Cephas spoke to at least 2 media outlets after his escape, probably created a prison-related YouTube channel in the process of that, saying he fled the prison Because he has a health condition that makes him vulnerable to the coronavirus, I take ownership of having to serve my time, Cephas told the News and Observer in Raleigh earlier this month. I signed up for a jail sentence, not a death sentence. Well, there's some, I can go for that. I can understand, the fear. But it's still a messed up situation because no matter how you spin it, at the end of this story, they say North Carolina-based federal prosecutors said his health concerns were no excuse for breaking the law. They about to smoke old Cephas boots. Maybe they don't, though. Maybe they don't. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right. I want to share something else with you guys. Look, hey, if you want to, I'm going to give you a reaction real quick. If you want something really fucking crazy to watch, and if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend this. That Waco series on Netflix is absolutely insane. Waco happened back in 1993. Now, in 1993, I was young. I was super young. And I don't remember nothing about this. David Koresh, I didn't know anything about this. Obviously I was, this took place during my life. But you want to talk about the most insane shit ever. This is crazy. At the end of this show, I don't want to spoil this for you guys. At the end of it's a 6-episode series. It's a standoff that lasted for like 50 days between David Koresh and like 150 people and the FBI. It started with the ATF. The FBI took over. And by the end of this, you are going to feel crazy. Scumacab saw Waco live. So, with that, I watched, and what's even more crazy, like, when you see some of these shows, that, they're based on a true story. Anything based on a true story, that they fabricate it a little bit, they spin it a little bit. Look at Joe Exotic and Tiger King and how everybody's saying, oh, it wasn't even really like that. They spun this. Well, when I'm watching this Waco series on Netflix, you can see that they were recording a lot of shit. They had news cameras out there. They had cameras inside the facility. So what do? I go on goddamn YouTube and I look up the real videos. And folks, the real videos match almost verbatim. Pretty much verbatim. What is going on in the show. And it's crazy to see something that you're watching on a series and then see the real shit. I'll tell you this, it was an absolutely horrific situation. Absolutely horrific. Koresh was a nut job. Yeah, I'll go for that. I'm not saying that, he was right. I think that, the reason they came there was fucking insane. I think there was a lot of cover-ups. I'll say that. Jay Money says, check out the Ruby Ridge documentary. I don't even, because they talk about that. They show that in this series too, or in the Waco series. And I don't even know what Ruby Ridge was really about. It was about a guy that wanted to live off the grid. And they went after him. They went after this dude and they fucked shit up. The feds, the ATF. It was the ATF. They fucked shit up. So then, as I'm looking at, I don't know if I saw it on the show or I saw it on the YouTube shit that I was watching. There was a situation, I think it was on the show. There was a situation that took, Billy Bob, they talk about that too, the Oklahoma City shit. That was absolutely tragic, like horrific, how all of this stuff turned out. In 2014, I was still in prison when this happened. I never even heard about this. There was a rancher, like some kind of a cattle rancher, who was grazing his cattle on public land. And the government was charging him for this, and, you know, they were shutting him down. They were, like, blocking him from his cattle or some shit like this. So they had this major standoff with this dude. And, of course, this was after Waco and Ruby Ridge and all these crazy things. And then this militia shows up on horseback, right? This militia shows up to stand between the government and this cattle rancher. And, yo, these people, the government, like the ATF or the FBI, whoever it was, yo, they stood down. They, like, left. They were like, you know what? Fuck this. We don't need another crazy situation. Almond Bundy. I think his name was the Bundy thing. Yeah, they left. The feds or the ATF, whoever was there, they left. They were like, you know what? Hey, you got it. Have your cattle back. You owe us $1 million, but we're out of here. Crazy. Just a crazy show. You got to watch the Waco thing. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Me and my wife just wrapped that up last night, and now we're looking for something else to watch. I don't know what else to watch. We've watched Tiger King. We've watched The Ozarks. Oh, and let me share something else with you. If you've seen Ozarks, I'll tell you this. If you have seen Ozarks, you got to watch Waco because Ruth is in the Waco show. And to see Ruth from Ozarks go to Ruth in Waco, it is a completely different. Yeah, Jersey says, I don't know if it's a spoiler. It's actually history. Gypsy Sapphire says The Survivor's Guide to Prison. I watched that a long time ago, or part of it a long time ago. I've seen parts of Mind Hunters. A lot of people have been telling me about Containment, Williams. Thank you. Dark Side of the Ring. I wonder how long it's going to take for Ozarks to come back. Crazy shit, the way that ended. The Last Dance on ESPN. Sam, you keep telling me about that. I probably need to check that out. All right. Did I tell you guys how backbreaking yesterday was? I mean, we're talking about painting. And I'm like, yo, painting, that ain't nothing. And it's only like 700 and something square feet that we're painting. But God bless it. I got on that damn living room wall. I got on this wall right here, folks. You know, I'd already painted from the back of the house all the way around to here. So when I got on this wall goes all the way to the back of the damn house. And I'm like, God damn. This is like the never-ending wall. Those corners down there, they got to be cleaned up. Or those edges got to be cleaned up. Shit's got to look tight. It's got to look tight. Crazy shit. Rabbit was like, yo, we need to start a painting business. I was already thinking about it. Facebook professional painters. We here. Timmy says he's been binging Bang Bus. There you go. Bang Bros. What is that, a YouTube channel? All right. Let's go have some fun. What is this? Let's go have some fun, folks. Let's do a little reacting. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Oh, no. All right. So I'm signed up on this portal, right? This portal allows me to see. I don't want to leak that. Can I do anything to not leak this? Shit. I don't know how to do this. Can I zoom? That's not working. That's almost working. All right, let's go ahead and reset. All right, we'll have to do this a little bit differently. Folks, I want to share with you guys, I'm on an active portal for houses for sale. And this isn't Zillow. If you look at Zillow for houses in the flipping game, you're going to be way too late. All right? Way too late. So my realtor's got me set up on this thing where I can see, like, you know, shit that is for real available. So we're going to look at a couple of these places together. Wow. How about this? Folks, I'm getting ready to show you a 5-bedroom, 2-bath, built-in 1919, 1,600 square foot house. We're going to look at this together. Hopefully there's some images. Steve, make sure we don't leak any information. The MLS, I don't know what that stands for. Listing service? The Matrix listing service, possibly? Now, judging by where this house is at, it's not exactly in a great area. I don't know. I know they've cleaned up this city quite a bit. It's in the same city where our house is at. And, folks, they only want, let's see if we can look at the house first. Oh, we can. Oh, man, come on. Ouch. I feel like we've looked at this house. Yes, we've looked at this house. I did this was on the video, as a matter of fact. Yee. Can I do anything to make this better? Can I make it bigger? Open all? Oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to try to show this to you guys. I don't know how this is going to look. So, folks, they want 45 something for this house right here. And this thing looks like it should have been the set for a scary movie, a Lifetime movie. I don't know. We got to zoom on that, Jack. Hey, Steve, do me a favor. Zoom that money right there. Folks, can you see this right here? Is this pulling up okay? Folks, we see Joist right there. Ooh, and they're sistered too. Oh, God, they're sistered right there. So that looks like some shoddy foundation work. Doesn't even look like it's level at all. Was Brian up in here? Possibly somebody else? Let us help you. Don't buy it. There you go. I'm not looking at this house to buy it, but God damn it, man. This should be a museum. This should be a museum. You know what? We ought to buy this and turn this into a trap house museum. Folks, come one, come all. Have you ever been inside of a crack lair, a crack den, a crack dungeon? Over here in the corner, barricaded behind this this door, somebody was probably getting high. Go ahead and get some pictures with your children right there. We'll have like little cutouts in the door where you can put your head through. Take a picture. Take a picture. Yeah, this house looks like shit. There's a lot of materials in here. Got a fan. I wonder if all of these tools and shit come with the house. I mean, this looks like a Brian job site right here. We've left everything in here. 5 bedrooms, you say. Now, I want to share this with you guys real quick. A lesson that I've learned from this flip game. You got to pay attention to the houses that are like literally right next to you. We're in a relatively okay area, but the house to my right and the house to my left, they are not that great. And you got to think to yourself, if you were a home, like if you're somebody who's looking to buy a house, are you going to want to live next to like some shitholes? And I hate the way that sounds, but that's what it is. All right, here's a house right here. This is interesting. This house is a new listing. It's in Virginia Beach, way out yonder. There's my DeWalt. Yeah, you're right, Scumacab. You're absolutely right. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, built in 1960. Approximate square footage, 288. What the fuck? How you got what did they say? How you got a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and 288 square feet? You know how big 288 square feet is? It's about the size of a she shed. TG Sports, what's going on, man? Shout out to you for the local support. Now, why is this picture all big? Huh? My God. Holy shit, folks. I might need to tell somebody about this house right here, because if you were looking for a place to make meth for $37,000, this little gem right here could be yours. Roll it, folks. Take a look at this house right here. This is 288 square foot. This is a 288 square foot lie, is what this is. Okay? We've got trees growing, directly up in front of this house, behind this house, in this house. I've got no idea what's going on here. Steve, can we get the next image, please? Okay, definitely need some siding. The siding has seen better days. All right, no biggie, no biggie. There we go. Wow. Wow, looks like, I got no idea. Like, this shit looks like it belongs in fucking Moonshiners. And if you don't, like, watch this. Windows boarded up. Crushed up Red Bull, possibly used as a crack smoking device. The foundation looks like it's sitting in a fucking marsh. All right, $37,000 they want for this money. The key is in the door, folks. The keys are there. We could go look at this. DDM says, I didn't know Virginia Beach was in the boonies. There's this place, well, where this house is called Pungo, and that is way out in the boonies. All right, way out there. Because does this look like Virginia Beach? You know what I mean? There's like I don't even know, like, this is a selling feature of this house. Let me show you the street sign so you know where it's at. Maybe you can come look at it by yourself. We've got a creek running somewhere. Okay, waterfront. I hope that's what they're showing me. That's waterfront. And this is the real pitch. Oh, my God. It just needs a little bit of work. Just a little bit of work. 288 square feet, though. I just can't get beyond that. Looks like they've tried to do some work in here. This is probably where they were putting the still or probably the crack-making devices back there. Maybe this was going to be a jail cell. This shit looks like it came out of Red Dead Redemption. Is that another crack can right there? They took all the copper piping and the insulation up out of this motherfucker. Wow. Is that your front yard? Holy shit. Here's the real picture I wanted to show you right. The fuck? Where is that? Oh, yeah, here it is right here. Boom. Look at this thing. If you're on the run, I've got an Airbnb for you. Nobody's ever going to find you here. Nobody's ever going to find you here. Day one puts in the cabin. It's Jersey. That's fucked up. That's real fucked. You don't think I've learned anything from this? Day one, we're bringing the refrigerator up in there. Shit me. And the goddamn brand new vanity. $37,000. I wonder what this thing could really be worth. It needs about $100K because it needs to be torn down. This is a house that you would tear down and just build another one. Like, fuck that. Build another house. All right. What else is up here? I mean, my God. And where did all my listings go? Holy shit. Folks, I've got another one for you. Brace yourself. This one is in the same city. I think I've already seen this house. Did we talk about this house? $49,900 is what they want for it. It is a 2-bedroom, no bathroom, 700 square foot gem. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh my God, folks, I found our next house. Bear with me. Brace yourself for this. $49,900 is what they want for this. Okay? And it is not a bad looking home. 2 bedrooms, no bathrooms. Here we go. We've got an eviction notice or a condemned notice on the door right there. Don't know what the fuck's going on with these windows. The yard looks substantial. That tree has got to go. It's going to cost us $5,000 to get rid of that tree. Steve, can we get some more images, please? I said Steve. There we go. We've got a ceiling fan at least. I don't know what's going on right there. Is that a rake? Same hardwood floors that we've had in our house. Multiple colors to the walls. We might just leave the walls. I think if we had to do any work to this place, we would just leave the walls. Obviously, there's some work that's been done in here because all of the trim around the windows has been removed. Those are some huge, huge bay windows in this room. And I love the way that they Photoshop these pictures. You've taken this picture from the doorway. We're right here at the doorway. That room is the same size as the rooms in my house. 700 square feet. This house is smaller than the house that we've got now. They want more for this house than the house that we've got now. And this house needs as much work, if not more. Oh, they got a garage, though. They got a garage. Looks like a deck with no boarding on it. I don't know what this says right here. I want to read this. Steve, give me a zoom. Something dream is wisdom, I think is what they were going for. Well, I don't know. Steve, one more time. Can we see that? Oh, dream is wiz it? Dream it and win it. There you go. Motherfucking Wheel of Fortune right here. All right, what else we got? And they weren't bullshitting, folks. There's not a fucking bathroom in here. They're not even showing one. Here's the living room. At least we've got some floorboards here. There we go. A couple of plants still left in the windows. The door is even fucked up. At least the door at our house was okay. Roof looks like it's ready to fucking cave in. I don't know what's going on over here. Check this out. We've got a staircase leading up to the side window. I just saw a story yesterday. Another story of the same thing down in Florida. Florida man and woman in trailer park. You know it can't get no better than that. Running a drive-through drug house from their kitchen window. Possibly that's what we've got going on here. And speaking of kitchen windows, Steve, did you see a kitchen in this house? So not only do they don't have a fucking bathroom, they ain't even got no kitchen. They ain't got no kitchen. Look, this is where you just climb up these 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Crack cocaine right there. Crack cocaine. Maybe the kitchen and the bathroom were out here. We ought to buy this house, put a porta-john out here and a motherfucking, what do you call it? A Coleman grill and call it a day. That's a flip. Jay Money says, what's the price of fuel here? I think it's 2 something. No, wait, that was diesel. I think it's 1. I don't know. I know it was cheap. I just got gas yesterday. All right, what else do they got? I would film a video about this today. Not clickbait. For real, for real. We're almost done with the house, and we're looking for the next one. And these are houses that are really available. Okay. All right. I showed my wife this house, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. I want this house. This is the one that I'm thinking about next. This house is $45,000. If we do well enough off of the house that we got right now, which we're hoping to get 95, after 95 minus 9,500, whatever that leaves us with, probably not a lot. This is the next house that I'm looking at right here, folks, and I'm not kidding, and it's not a bad house, all right? It's a monster, too. Close this. Steve, I said close it. Close it. Close it, Steve. Close it. I need to share with you guys more. $45,000 is what they want for this house, same city that we're in. I think it's even in close to the same neighborhood that we're in. 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths. It was built in 1910. Everything in here is asbestos. 1,344 square feet. You let me know what you think of this, and this is a serious inquiry. Here we go. Can somebody let me know how many people are up in here too? Shout out to you guys for rocking with the house hunters. So look at this monster right here. 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Nice looking front to this thing. And I mean, obviously it needs a shit ton of work, right? So it's not a bad looking house. Pretty big house, to be honest with you. The siding doesn't even look too bad from this picture. And close you out. I said close you out. I said close you out. Oh my God, come on, right there. All right, here we go. All right, there's the side of the house. We've got a driveway, folks. We have a driveway. So that's a good sign. I mean, does anything I do go to the next picture? Anything. There we go. The other side of the house, there's a chain link fence, no trespassing, good deal. There's the back of the house, some sort of an addition built on the back of this house. Don't know, what the deal is with that. But let's look at the inside. Obviously, I'm telling you guys right now, the inside's going to need some work. Big Mama VA saying no, no, no. Scumacab saying it's in the hood. All these houses are damn near in the hood. But bear with me. So here's the fireplace. Don't know what's going on with that. They decided that, they didn't want a fireplace, obviously. There's some shitty-ass carpet in here, some crazy colors to the wall. We'd probably put the fireplace back up in here or something. I don't know. This screams bad vibes. What the hell? I mean, that's a big-ass living room right there. All right, look at that. Got the bay windows. Or it's not that big of a living room, but it's nice enough. I mean, shit, the house that we got now was way worse than this. All right? And at least it has some, and look at this. I mean, this ain't bad. Dining room. There's the kitchen. Now, trust me, folks, the kitchen is going to be horrendous. Got a space heater. Looks like we probably had some sort of a wood stove right here, possibly. Space heaters are bad news. That's a huge dining room right there. All right? Huge dining room. Here's the kitchen. The kitchen's a shit show. All right? Like, I don't know what they got going on up here, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement for this kitchen. Yeah, we could probably even knock out a wall. We could do this shit like a real reno. Ain't that what they call it? Ain't that the word, reno? You know, we could knock a window down, have a bar, maybe bar tops with the drop-down lighting will be like our signature feature. You know, like the magnolia trees for that husband and wife. I mean, obviously, all this shit's got to go. You know, what do we got going on here? We got some water pipes going on, just running straight exposed through the wall or outside the walls. It needs a lot of work. So there's the kitchen. Here's another image of the kitchen. Pretty crazy. We got some cleaner at least, some Ajax. That floor, I can already see that slope. Look at that. We got a little freaking skate park right here. Wing, boy. Hit the nollie flip in that kitchen. All of this would go. We'd bring the refrigerator in, first thing smoke, and put it right here in front of this window. Bung! Right? It's not bad. $45,000 for this monster. What in the goddamn is this the motherfucking plumbing? Oh, shit. Holy shit. All the walls are coming down. All of the walls got to come down. This cannot be code right here. Holy shit. They ran all of the plumbing straight on the outside of the walls. This bitch looks like a prison. Or like a Navy ship. Don't they do it like that on a Navy ship? I mean, obviously there's some things that need to be worked on in here, right? So here's the back door. Laundry area right here. I'm telling you, this ain't a bad little spot, man. This ain't a bad one. Here's the bathroom. Wow. Definitely needs some work. And here's another bathroom right here. Wow. Look at that tile work right there. That looks like some shit that I would do. That's good. That's good. Prison house at a Navy brig, yeah. And then it's got 3 bedrooms. So we go upstairs. Is this a bedroom? This joint is a goddamn isolation cell. That's what that is. That is a motherfucking, that's a 6x9. All right, that's a prison cell. I don't know what you're going to fit up in there besides a bunk bed and a Xbox. That's a master bedroom closet is what that is. Okay, so that one bedroom is pretty small. But damn, though, the master is big. This has got to be the master. That's a big-ass master. Those base heaters, those are gone. Put central air up in this money. How much do you think it would cost to reno this house? Easily $50,000. We bought this house for $45,000. Decent-sized closet, at least a bigger closet than what I've got in my house now. We bought this house for $45,000. We put $50 in this bitch, right? $50 in it. That brings us up to about $100,000. Another bedroom. Not bad. And then we sell this money for like what, $150? $160? We're going to see a killing off of this. Cassidy says we put $65. It don't even matter what we put into it. We buy it for $40. What was it, 45 or 49? It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a shit of work, a shit of money. They want $45,000 for that house. It's got a big-ass front porch. I'd go in there, and somebody said it looked crooked as hell. I'd go in there and definitely check that foundation. I mean, the plumbing, look, First thing we do, we go in there and we rip down all the motherfucking walls. All the walls are coming down in that house. Redo the electrical, redo the plumbing, first thing smoking, make sure the foundation is good, everything's level with the foundation, and then we put that bitch back together. I'd say you'd have to put more like 80 into it. It don't even matter because, I mean, it does matter. That's a shit ton of money to put into that thing. If we could get that house for 45, and that's not even a guarantee that that's what that house costs. Let me look it up. Let me look up this address. Copy. Let's see what they're talking about. This bitch is probably in foreclosure is what I think it is. Copy. Paste. Boy, Joe, you know how to use the computer, don't you? All right, let's see what they're talking about. They say $45,000 in stock. It's an auction, too. So here's the crazy thing about this, right? $45,000. There's a lot of people who are looking at this house. Let's look at the map on it. God damn it, where did the house go? All right, here's the street view of this money. Let's go ahead and do a little tour. That's not a bad house. Brand new house right there. Shitty little house right there. Decent house right there. Decent house right there. Decent house right there. That's a decent little spot. Decent little spot. I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't let me be the next Ty Lopez in this thing. Folks, we lost everything. Look at the goddamn roof of the, look at the roof of the porch. That definitely needs to be addressed. I'll buy it, but the chairs have to come with it. If those chairs don't come with, that's a goddamn barbershop. Shit, we could set up a fucking barbershop while we're flipping the house. Somebody says, is that a McDonald's down the street? Is it? I know where this is at. It's in a borderline, kind of a wild area. They've cleaned it up a lot. But there's a lot of traffic down here because you've got a lot of industrial shit. A lot of big trucks come down here. Keep going. I said keep going. Come on, Google Maps. Take me down the road. A lot of big trucks come down here. Got a park right there. We could shoot the old b-ball. And then what's this main road? What road are we on right here? Is this like High Street? Portsmouth Boulevard. Man, I mean, we ain't in a bad little spot. We ain't in a bad little spot. Folks, I think we could be on to something right there. No central air. That's $7,000. Easily putting that up in there. The kitchen, easily $5,000. Probably more than that. You are talking a lot of money. And those are low-end numbers. $7,000 for the central air. Maybe even 9 or 10. Kitchen could be $10,000 if we went the nuts. But if we didn't have to do but so much, okay? If we didn't have to do but so much, then we can focus on the things that really need to get done. New floors, new walls, new plumbing, new electrical, banging-ass kitchen, banging-ass bathrooms. You know, if we ain't got to dump a shit ton of money into the foundation. Robert knows a thing or two. It's over the 70-30 rule. That's why it's bad. Look it up. How does the 70-30 rule work? I keep getting confused on that. Can somebody explain that to me? I'm sorry that we've been spending all of this time on this, but it is important. It's possibly what we're gonna be doing next. Trainwreck, what's going on, man? How the storage auction's going? We haven't done one of those in a long time. I saw a post on Facebook not too long ago. A guy posted a picture of a motorcycle. He said that he went overseas in the Navy. He left the motorcycle with his friend. He left the motorcycle in his storage facility. He left his friend in charge of paying on the storage facility. He didn't pay on the storage facility. The thing went up for auction. Somebody got a brand new motorcycle. Not a brand new motorcycle, but a motorcycle. And he was mad. He was like, yo, if you got my motorcycle, can I get it back? Crazy. So people saying that's not the house. I'm really thinking that's the house because you know what's wild is anything else that we get is going to be in that price range. I even want to go more expensive, right? Because I feel like the more that you spend on a house, the better of a house that you're getting, possibly. I know that's not going to be true in every situation, but look at this. Here's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, built in 1989. This is a goddamn townhouse, and they want $50,000 for this thing, all right? And there ain't even no pictures of the inside of this. They want $50,000 for this thing. It looks like a freaking Dracula movie. I don't even know what we're looking at right here. $50,000? Okay, yeah, I see nothing. All right, the 70-30 rule is the way to build wealth, where you live on 70% of your earnings and save 30 left over. Okay. Fair enough. Don't do a townhouse. They suck. I don't really want to do a townhouse. All right. So let's just say we sell the house for $95,000. I keep throwing that number out there. Let's say we sell it for $95,000 minus $9,500. That leaves us $85,500 as what we've made. And I guarantee you right now we're at least $82,000. And that's probably being generous. We're probably at $82,000 to $84,000 invested in the house. Okay? We're not going to see no profit off of this thing. If we do, it's because we sold the house for more than $95,000. Maybe it sells for $100,000. Who knows? It's a seller's market right now. Or a buyer's market, right? Regardless, we're going to make our money back. Okay, maybe we lose $1,000 or $2,000. God, I hope that's not the case. But if we got $85,500, right, and we bought a house for $49,000, that's $36,000. I'm not going to dump everything into this. All right. What I'm almost thinking about doing is financing my next house, which is probably a horrible idea. I don't know. We'll see. It's a messed up market. Anything can happen. It is a messed up market. If you've got money, which I don't, but if you've got money and you're able to go out there and scoop up property right now, shit's going to bounce back. Or stocks or something like that. Like if you know stuff about that, I feel like stuff is going to bounce back. Like what was I just seeing on the news about these damn companies that got this money, this stimulus money, and they didn't use it to pay their employees. They used it to buy back stock in their businesses. Isn't that what I'm seeing? Or did that happen like during the recession? I know I'm seeing something about that. No regrets. Yeah. So anyways. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, folks. I got a little bit of a headache. I'm sorry. I hope this was a decent Bobo. Today's video is definitely going to be a vlog from over at the house, really showcasing a lot of things. The bathroom is coming together really well. We're going to have some lights up in there today, possibly a couple of light switches put together. It's going to really start looking like something. So, there's that. Trainwreck says, Joe, I'm not sure if you can get your gun rights back because you got caught with a firearm, but the best person to call is Anderson PC in Virginia Beach. They'll probably tell you over the phone if you have a chance or not. They did me. I mean, of course they're going to tell me I got a chance. You've got a chance with everything, so long as you've got that $10,000 to go up into that courtroom, which I'm not even fucking with. I was having a long conversation with Rabbit about that yesterday. We were just talking about firearms. Guns that I would like to get. I'd like to have me a wall of guns, possibly a new background for the Bobo. I don't know how well that would work out. If, I could ever get my gun rights back. There's one person that I know, my contractor, who actually did get his gun rights back. I don't know if he's got a firearm charge on his record. And Trainwreck, you're probably right. You might be right. Sam says, Joe, why do you need a gun? Because I'm a motherfucking G. Okay? You can't be a G. I got to have the G starter pack. Teardrop tattoo and all. Yeah, Angel, it could have been that. Ancient shout out to you. All right, folks. It sucks because, like I said, when I wrap this up today, I can't go jump in front of the camera. I got a couple of videos that I want to get filmed. I can't do that because my light is broken, and I need that other light. So, we're going to go get this shit. Train wreck. What are you talking about? You said they told you could get your gun rights restored and you didn't even have a felony? Well, that's a totally different situation than what I'm in. But, I mean, I get what you're saying, talking about if I called and asked. Maybe I ought to call the police, see what they say. Hey, just for shits and giggles, can I run something by you? All right, man. Folks, it is hump day. We're halfway through the week. We've got a beautiful day outside where I'm at right now, and unfortunately, we've got rain for the rest of the week. There is so much work to get done. I'm ready to wrap up that bathroom. I got to go fix that fence. I've got everything that I need to do what I need to do except the time, and also good weather conditions. But regardless, we're going to get this damn flip house done because that's what we got to do, and we're already looking for the next one. Folks, don't be mad at me if I end up copping that house right there. We're going to have to start a GoFundMe for them renovations, though. I'm going to say probably about $100,000. I know people say that I beg for money on the videos sometimes when they're trolling me real tough. So why not? Why not start a GoFundMe? Help us rehab the next flip. I'm kidding. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can open an auto parts store right there. Something along them lines. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for helping us reach the sub goal. Thank you guys so much. I want to thank you for being up in here. I hope that you enjoyed the Bobo. I talk about the Bobo quite a bit in videos now, and people still have the audacity to say, what is the Bobo? What does it mean? Is that a gang word? Is that some sort of nefarious term? Yeah. So anyways, hope you guys have a great one. Thank you so much for taking the time to rock with this thing. And I will look forward to bringing you guys a video later. Let me just give you a rundown real quick. We've got half of the vlog. I didn't bring batteries with me yesterday. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? So what we got to do is I got to go pick up Rabbit, go do a little bit of work, film the rest of this video because it can't be 9 minutes. It's got to be 30. That way we can peck that bitch with them ad breaks, shoot back to the house at 2 o'clock, make sure that gets on the computer so Cody can finish editing that, shoot back over to the flip house, pick up Rabbit, shoot back to my house, stir the spaghetti, holler at Jellicoe, pick up the car parts, and why is there a helicopter chasing me? Part of that was true. Part of that. For those of you who didn't get that reference, that was from Goodfellas. It was a movie. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Shout out to you guys. Have a great one. I'll look forward to talking with you guys again real soon. Bringing you guys a banger of a video today. And until tomorrow, peace.